What's up, everybody? It is week 28 with the Medtronic 770G. This week, I'm going to try to spice things up for you guys, hopefully keep you a little bit more entertained with this video, kind of give you some good, useful information on top of with an update on how things are going with my 770G. So, I just said we're going to get an update on the issue that I'm having with my 770G. I'm going to kind of discuss some new products that I've ordered in my new supply order from Medtronic. We'll dive into those in more detail next week, but I am going to tell you guys what's in my order. And then I'm also going to show you guys how to order some replacement parts for your insulin pump from Medtronic. We're going to go over the replacement sensor. If your sensor fell off or you had issues with it, I'm going to walk you through the website version, how to do that form online and get a replacement sent to you. I'm going to touch on getting a replacement pump clip if your Medtronic supplied pump clip for your pump does break, how to get those. And if you're on the 770G, we're going to talk about the blue adapter, what that is used for, and how to get one if you didn't get one, or if you happen to lose or damage it, how to get a replacement. So we're going to touch on all that. So stick around and let's get started. Alright, so let's get started. This week, for those of you who have been following along, I have been having an issue with my 770G. Me and my care team, my care team and myself have been discussing the issue. We believe it is a bad transmitter or a problem with the transmitter itself. The transmitter still works, however, in auto mode, the transmitter the algorithm that auto mode uses, it has an issue and it constantly wants me to check my blood sugar. So with that being said, I have been in manual mode for a little over a week now, I believe, while Medtronic starts to work through the replacement process. My transmitter is out of warranty because my warranty was carried over from my 670G. So my 6-month-old transmitter for my 770G will have to go through warranty and all that fun, not warranty, but insurance to get a new one sent out. So I'm going to actually call Medtronic tomorrow and check the status of that order because I thought I was going to get it today and I didn't get it. It was a replacement sensor I had ordered. So hopefully that works out. I am enjoying my time in manual mode though. My time in range is still pretty good. I do manage 100% time in range some days. Every once in a while I have my days where things won't be perfect, but for the most part things have been doing phenomenal in manual mode. And I'm actually trying to decide if I want to try to work on it a little bit and stay in manual mode full time. But with that being said, I'm that's where I'm at right now. I'm enjoying the tighter control that I have most of the time with manual mode. So switching gears to our next subject. I'm going to talk about my supply order. If you've been following along, like I was saying, I've been using the original Mio for the longest time since I've been on a Medtronic pump. You can tell by my cheeks, I'm a fluffier person. So they've recommended the 9mm cannula. I did get the blue 6mm cannulas. I did get those for a while just to kind of have them for times where I put the infusion set in places that didn't have as much scar tissue or fat tissue. Primarily, if I put them on my thighs, I would use the 6mm, and then the 9mm I would put in my fattier areas, love handles, abdomen, stuff like that is what the 9mm to me was told to use for. So I've been using the Mios, the 9mm. This is a 32-inch tubing. I really enjoyed these for the most part because everything comes packed together in this nice little pod is what I'm going to call it. You got your tubing, your inserter, the infusion set itself. It's all in there and it's convenient for you to tote around. So those are my primary. I did order every once in a while a box or two of the quick sets. So I've done a video on the quick set already. I will try my best to figure out how to link it in the video somewhere, probably up here at the top, because You guys know you're supposed to be clicking that subscribe button. That's right there. I know it's really tiny, but if you hadn't already, go ahead and give it a click because it helps the channel out. So with that being said, these are the quick sets. I don't like these as much because you have to buy the inserter from Medtronic. It is convenient. It's little, but typically if I run into an issue, I like to have everything all in one. That's why the Mios were my go-to. But this has the infusion set itself and then the tubing. These again are 9mm cannulas, and these are 32-inch tubing. So, and then if you've been sticking around, sorry the packages are rattling. If you've been sticking around, Medtronic came out with a new Mio Advanced infusion set. These are relatively new. I believe that as an ambassador, Medtronic sent me 2 sample ones at the end of last year, and you've just now, the beginning of 2021, been able to order them. So in my video in a minute, when we talk about ordering replacement parts, you will see a disclaimer from Medtronic that they are having some supply issues with the Mio Advanced in certain sizes, just because the demand for those is high, and due to COVID and supply chain issues that everybody is facing now, they're having a little bit of a back order on those. But they do have some different sizes and options available for you if you wanted to give them a try, because I did get some in my new order that we're going to discuss in a minute. But because these were a new infusion set, I was only able to get these in a 6mm cannula and a 23-inch tubing. So it gives you that information on the package. I do like these because, like the original Mio, everything comes in here. You have your infusion set down here on the bottom. This is like the inserter. It has a keeper, is what I call it, the little clip that you put on the infusion set if you're going to go swimming or water, just to kind of keep it kind of clean and not let water get in it. And then it has the tubing wrapped around separately, similar to the way the tubing is on the quick set. So I do like these. It's a little bit bigger of a package compared to the Mio itself, but I'm okay with that if that's the way Medtronic wants to change things up. So let's dive into my order and see what changes we've got. Okay, I do have a large order, so I am going to be referencing my computer, so I do apologize. I won't be looking at you guys. So in my order, I have my normal 3.0 milliliter reservoirs. That's the reservoirs that hold 300 units of insulin. I am contemplating, if my insulin needs stay where they are, ordering the smaller reservoirs that only hold 200 units. But right now I'm going to stick with the 300 and kind of see how the next couple of months go. I've got my 3 boxes of Guardian sensors with 5 sensors in each box. I've got the MiniMed Quick Sets 9mm cannula with a 32-inch tubing. So that's just a couple more. That's 2 boxes of the ones that I currently already use, just to kind of add some more to my stock. The new item that I am getting for you guys is the MiniMed Silhouette Infusion Set. I think that's how that's pronounced. I'm getting the one with a 13mm cannula and an 18-inch tubing. I'm kind of curious to see how this is going to go. These infusion sets insert in an angle. I believe it's like a 45-degree angle versus the 90-degree angle that these that I'm currently using insert with. So I'm kind of curious if I'll have better luck with those in some areas, like on my thigh, and then the 18-inch tubing will be just a little bit shorter. So I'm curious to see how those work. Maybe I'll get good luck with them in a couple other areas of my body, and that's kind of what I'm going to test with them. And if I do like them, I could order them. I do believe they also come in a 17mm cannula as well. Don't quote me on that 100%. It's a little bit bigger than the one though that I ordered. I didn't feel like I needed the big one. I am going to start ordering my test strips straight from Medtronic, just so I don't have to deal with the hassle of dealing with the pharmacy, because they never have what I need in stock. And so I just got those ordered through Medtronic so they can send them. Well, I just realized that Medtronic messed up my order, so I'm a little discouraged. I thought they were sending me the blue Mio Advanced 6mm cannula with a 32-inch tubing, but they're actually just sending me the blue original Mio 6mm cannula with 32-inch tubing. So yeah, I'm getting some of those so we can go over those, and you can kind of see the color difference between the blue Mios and the clear Mios, because the 6mm cannulas do, or the 6mm cannulas, excuse me, do come in blue, clear, and pink, and the 9mm only come in clear. So I do try to spice things up with different colors. So I was hoping to get more of the Mio Advanced to try to use those. I do like those, but if you do like the Mios, you still can order them through Medtronic. So that's kind of my shipment order that will be delivered in the next couple days, and we can kind of go through those new infusion sets, the blue ones, the blue Mios, and then the silhouettes, kind of hopefully show you guys how that stuff looks. Since Medtronic is still continuing to carry the Mios, I am going to do a video of the insertion process of those, just like I have done with the Quickset and the Mio Advanced. And then I'll follow up with the next week or so with the silhouettes to kind of show you guys how those are. If you have any questions about a Medtronic infusion set, feel free to shoot me a comment. I'll kind of do some looking into them. I know they have some other ones, like some that actually have metal cannulas. Please don't ask me to try those. Those kind of scare me and freak me out. I'm okay with the little rubber plastic cannulas that we have now, but I don't want to deal with the metal one. So please don't ask me to try those. Ugh, gosh, no. I stick myself enough as is, and I don't want to do that. All right, so that's kind of my order and what's coming to me in the next couple days, and hopefully I can bring some more fresh content to you guys. So let's talk about the blue adapter with the 770G. For those of you who aren't aware, let me go ahead and explain. It's 1 a.m. I got off work and I'm making this video for you guys, so I've been up all day and I'm a little cuckoo, so I do apologize. So for those of you who are considering the 770G or already have it and just don't realize, if you have a smartphone and it is connected to your 770G and you're using the MiniMed Connect app, I believe is the exact wording for it. Sorry, Medtronic has several apps, but the app where you can get the alerts and see your pump data, that app should automatically upload your data to CareLink. It typically does it once every 24 hours. Mine personally uploads at 9 p.m. every night. That's just kind of the trend. You can force sync the app. I have a video about that in one of the earlier weeks, but you can force sync if you're going to a doctor's appointment or something like that. You can do that. If you do not have a smartphone that is connecting to the app, and you are previously used to the 670G where you had to plug the meter into the computer, that's similar to what Medtronic has for the 770G, except it's not the meter. It's this thing. They call it the Blue Link. It is a Bluetooth kind of USB thumb drive thingamabob. The blue adapter, excuse me, is what they call it, the blue adapter. You can request them from Medtronic. If you didn't get one, you can get one. I believe they're free, and I'm 80% positive they're free. Your 770G should have come with one. If you did have a smartphone that is supported by Medtronic and the 770G, they might not have sent it. But you can get them. I got one as a backup because at the time my iPhone 12 Pro was not quite supported with Medtronic. So I'm going to kind of dive in on my video. I'm going to try to talk to you guys. I've already screen recorded what I'm going to show you primarily, but I'm going to do bear with me. So for those of you who are wanting to get started with this, you are going to need your login to Medtronic's website. So you should get that available. In order to do that, you're going to go to medtronicdiabetes.com. You're going to get the main page. As you can see now on my screen, the main focus on the webpage is the 770G. Towards the top of your screen, you should see sign in and bill pay. If you hover over that with your cursor, some drop down menus are available. We're going to diabetes.shop. So if you click that, it's going to open up a new tab for you, and that's going to be the diabetes.shop. We're going to log in with our information there. That's how you can kind of see your insurance card, your doctor information, your shipping address, and all of that stuff for your Medtronic account. If you do not have this, call Medtronic's technical support, and maybe they can help you get set up with an account if you do order your supplies through a third-party vendor. So I'm going to quickly log in. At the top, or when it first comes in, you can kind of see that at my current device is the 770G. I can set up my schedule orders or my documents, and it's got some information about me, my account number, birthday, and stuff like that on the homepage. We're going to click the little 3 lines in the top left-hand corner. That's going to open up the menu. We're going to come down to request replacements. If you select that, the page will load. At the very top, you're going to get, it's going to say request replacements or blue adapter for the MiniMed 770G. If you look under there, you get the option for a belt clip or holster replacement. That is for any Medtronic pump. They have all of the different types available. In a second, we'll look into that. You got the sensor sensor replacement request, and then you got the blue adapter for CareLink that I just talked about a second ago. So if we dive into the belt clip or holster replacement, you can see that it's got the clip with hinge for the 770G, 670G, and 730G. Which is kind of what I think most everybody is using. The 670G and the 630G also have another clip available, and then the older Medtronic pumps have their clips listed below. So you could just select the clip that is needed for your pump, and then scroll down to the bottom to select continue, and Medtronic will, I believe, just do your shipping information. I didn't go this far in the pump clips, so let's see. Yeah, so it just takes you to your cart to confirm your shipping address and to place your order for those. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go back, and I'm going to go, hang on, let me get back to replacement parts. All right, so your sensor replacement. When you do this, you are going to need some information about that sensor. If you're like me, you open your sensor, you get it put on your body, and you throw all the packaging away. That's fine. Medtronic does like the lot number for the sensor to kind of keep track of the issue that you have. So if you don't have the sensor packaging available, but you have the box, that's fine. Or if you are like me, I take my 5 sensors out of my box and put them in my supply drawer. That way I have all of that together, and then when I run out of those, I open a new box and put it in there. So the other sensors in your box should have a similar lot number, and that will be good enough for Medtronic. So filling out the replacement, did you need technical support, yes or no? I typically am a no. My problem with the sensors most of the time is the fact that they fall off my skin. So that's typically, I don't call technical support for that. So I'm going to select no. I'm going to select that I have the 770G pump. Scroll down to the bottom. It tells me I have the Guardian Sensor 3 for the 770G system, which I do. Now I'm going to click next. It's going to take me to the next page, and it asks me what was my issue with the sensor. Medtronic gives you a couple options. Tape did not stick is the one that I primarily use. If you do have a bloody sensor, or it didn't want to communicate with the pump or any of that, select the appropriate one. It kind of helps Medtronic with their quality assurance, I'm guessing. So, and then finally on to the last page, it's going to ask you some information about the sensor. It's going to ask you when you started the sensor, where you placed the sensor on your body. Abdomen, back, and upper arm are the 2 options, and then other is the 3rd option. And then it's going to ask you for the sensor number. So like I was talking about briefly a second ago, it is on the back of the packaging. Sorry, it's going to be backwards, but you see the box that says lot. That's the lot number for this particular sensor. If you don't have the sensor, the lot number is also available on the back of your box. So you can get that there if you want to enter that number. There also is a checkbox if you don't have it to select I don't have / don't know, and that will avoid you having to fill out that blank. And then you can put the date for when the issue occurred in the sensor. I had a sensor that fell out a couple weeks ago. I was doing a lot of yard work. It fell out. I went through this process. It takes about 2 to 4 weeks for you to get the replacement sensor. It came in today. It comes in one sensor comes in a big box for 5. Don't get excited thinking they sent you 5 sensors. When you open it up, it's got that one sensor in the middle of the box, and it's there. They do send 2 pieces of the Medtronic tape as well for that sensor. Sorry, been a lot of talking. So then finally is the request for the blue adapter. It's similar to the belt clip. You'll click it, go through the process, and then it'll take you straight to your shipping, and then it'll come most likely in a box or an envelope, just like this one, because I haven't opened mine. So I hope that's a lot of good information for everybody. If you have things that you want to know, some tips or tricks or something with CareLink, I've done a CareLink video. Check that out. It's very detailed, but I'm trying to bring information in my videos that would benefit everyone. So that's what I'm trying to do. So if you have any questions, let me know, and I will do my best to put them in a video. So that's everything for week 28 with the 770G, and I guess I will see you guys soon. Hope you have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.